be great if you could, start your
Okay.
presentation. Thanks so
Okay.
much. Thanks for volunteering. I know you, sort of 3 a.m. in Tokyo, so I know it's quite,
It's okay. It's okay. This is really short presentation, sorry for that. So thank you very much. It is a midnight time for me, but yeah, it is evening for your UK or morning. Morning in the US. um, this is very short presentation on the central alternative or on the Raspberry Pi 5. Oh, sorry. Oh, oops, sorry. This is me and the running Raspberry Pi community in Japan. And contribute and many OSS open source project and over decade. And lately I help with Raspberry Pi B2B and the project B2B project lately. And I used to be the contributor for the Open Slice project and host them. I used to talk to the host them and in 2019 and 2021. I now and is a red hat in some and some issues on it and especially in CentOS and distribution. So there are some clones and as an red hat alternative, and is a Rocky on the Alma is a very famous distribution and and the sentence alternative. And why I took this presentation and now Cybercraft in Japan, it is a SoftBank children company, and now and much more effort to putting the Alma Linux on the Raspberry Pi 5, and more and our member Aki and but you see a lot about some magazine, and he's our committee member, and kindly helped them and with evaluation. On the other, so and I have been evaluating the Rocky Linux and compare with our Linux, and the thing and on Rocky Linux is still discussing it, but you can check it by downloading it, and it is alpha version. Oh, sorry.
so, maybe, could you put in the screen, sort of full screen mode?
Okay. So I will change the screen. Sorry. It is very curious. Sorry.
Yeah, that's better. Thanks.
Okay. Sorry for that. Now and so both and the distribution is currently in development. Because they need to check the boot system for Raspberry Pi and the Raspberry Pi and almost such a distribution and using the kernel or firmware and to use Raspberry Pi OS to boot and another OSs. Because if it boot the boot system and is partly proprietary, and so need to build and boot and EFI boot and from and using a Raspberry Pi kernel on the firmware and then build the root file system. And Rocky and if Alma is a bit different way, but it is on the same way to build such a system. So you see and different kernel version and with the x64 system, and now and Alma and Rocky using and five and point and version and in the kernel but on the Raspberry Pi using on the now 6 kernel version 6, so it is famous on the as Alma Linux or and Rocky Linux. Oh, sorry. Oh, this is on the this is an announcement on the on the Alma Linux porting in on the whole on the Raspberry Pi 5, and the Iwao-san and who working for the Cybertrust and now he's a great effort to porting the Raspberry Pi 5, Alma Linux to Raspberry Pi 5, and he and now working at progress and he looking into the uh, Raspberry Pi kernel and to and build the Alma Linux. But you know, as I say again, so it is partly proprietary, especially you know the GPU system or the firmware. It is licensed under Broadcom. So he need to time to understand to and more time to build the kernel for Alpha Linux and more better. So for meanwhile, and he and the using and Raspberry Pi OS and the kernel and the firmware and the you know boot system to to port and Alma Linux to Raspberry Pi 5. Why I am doing and this is I have to I had an opportunity to collaborate with Rocky Linux and hold the event and in Thailand and host Asia Summit. It is on the South and sorry, the South and the East area and the Asian event and open source event held in Thailand in the beginning of this year. And I brought the Raspberry Pi 5 500 or Arrow Linux 8 and 2 and show something demonstration and to attend this. This is screenshot I so it's a screenshot and so one is Rocky Linux and the two sorry another is Alma Linux. The difference is the kernel is newer than on the Rocky Linux, but personally they customize its kernel and the sound driver doesn't work on Rocky Linux, but I talked to your foundry last month, and now Alma Linux is used on the almost same kernel as Raspberry Pi OS, and almost things works on the Alma Linux. But you know, if the Raspberry config doesn't support on it, so if it's something like so boot from NVMe, so some and the NVMe and more, and you should check the boot and the through boot to write the configuration to directory. This I show something demonstration on it. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. ちょっとhold on a second, please. えーっと、 しょよいしょ。うん。よいしょ。よいしょ。よいしょ。お This is something demonstrations on the Alma Linux, sorry, and using the video capture. Um, Now supporting they and the two and the district and the image to on it and the headrest image and you and you adding and the Chrome environment and the package to the image. So if you you can use you can choose both the headrest image or your image. Sorry. あ、それ、指定してる。それほら、俺、なんでだあ、それ、おっとっと。これで見ればいい。これについて。Now doesn't connect. Now doesn't connect the network, sorry. And よいしょ。It works on the Raspberry Pi 500. So, sorry, now location is Japanese. And, but, um, you can use and almost default and you drivers or and can use as a default. Sorry, sorry, bad demonstration, not good demonstration. Sorry. よいしょ。おー、おーっと。よいしょ。よいしょ。And so if you use the latest OS images, I will share you my presentation. So if you want to use Alma Linux or the Rocky Linux, and you can download from the web, the link. But Loki now provided headless images, and if you want the UI to so you can set the network configuration and download the UI packages. And it is almost same instruction as Alma Linux if you use the headless image to build the UI system. So you can refer to the Alma Linux instruction to build Loki Linux and the UI system. And if you check more if you understand the boot mechanism to MFBC like and the Raspberry Pi. And my friend is Marek, and talked to the host them this year. So and you can check on his video how to and boot the mechanism of the SDC and like Raspberry Pi. I have tried to such as system developing and collaborating to think about the ASIS, and it is very hard to understand such a mechanism to use that. Oh, sorry, thank you very much. So if you, sorry, and if you have any questions, please let me know.
I was wondering what the next steps are for these OSs. Are they being used by lots of people? Are they going through testing or
Sorry.
whatever? I was just wondering where they are with these OSs. Are
Yeah,
they being used by a lot of users, or what's the state of them?
yeah. Sorry, sorry. And sorry, Richard. So, some voices are not good to hear. Could you chat and could you chat the field to if any question? Sorry.
Sure.
Yes. Uh, oh, okay. First, thanks, Richard, for yes, and I will also answer in the chat field. Um, I was wondering how many users this system. What's the next step? Ah, yes, and well, I've heard in CentOS Connect. I have sorry, I attended the CentOS Connect in the February, and well, their mission is built on the mm, original kernel and whole and the right footprint, and it is useful and mainly used for servers. And Ram, thank you very much. What is what do you use for this way for? Yes, it is for mainly for user not electric DIY. It is for using on servers, especially the container using on the Raspberry Pi 5 and 60 GB type. And my committee member Aki using the Alma Linux and the headless version, and you for the container and to on application and to check some web application and on the container.